I'm feeling low.
Hello, my lemon heads, and welcome back to the Lemonade Stand, or welcome if you are new. My name is Brianna. I am a certified personal trainer, a big, huge biology nerd, and a registered dietitian 2B. And we are gathered here today for another installation of you all watching me react to the dumb shit that fitness influencers post to the internet. Full disclosure, today's episode will be ridiculous. Before we proceed, if you love science-based health, wellness, and fitness education with some lols and some dry sarcasm along the way, hit that subscribe button and join the Lemonade Stand. I would sure love to have you here. Without anything further, let's make lemonade. Okay, so the first one we're going to take a look at here is, I don't know who exactly this guy is. I mean, I don't know who any of these people are. Okay, so this looks like a guy doing a single arm renegade row while balancing, like he's doing a renegade row on one side, and then on the other hand, he's like on a dumbbell. He's balancing on a dumbbell. Why? Aside from the fact that this as a whole is ridiculous and dangerous, there is something I need to say about Renegade Rows. This is difficult for me, you guys. Recently, me and Renegade Rows have decided to put an end to our toxic relationship. Let me explain. I've been a doer of Renegade Rows for a while now. They're challenging, they get your whole body involved, and you get to use a dumbbell. But at a certain point, I started doing them less and less. And I think it was because they started to feel cumbersome. I mean, they had always felt that way, but I think I just kind of bit down and dealt with it. And when I say cumbersome, I mean like too much was going on. Kind of like what I'm always saying when I react to beach body workouts. And then I saw it. The Instagram post of someone named Jordan Siat. I've been following him for a while. I do recommend following him. He's very informative. He has a funny but informative mini series called Stupid Exercises You Should Not Be Doing. In one episode, he showed Renegade Rows.
But exercises you should not be doing, part 9. And this one's really gonna piss people off. Renegade rows have all the intent of good exercise, but the combination just makes it fucking stupid. The issue is because you're in a plank position, the amount that you can row is minuscule, so it's actually not going to strengthen your back at all. Not to mention, it just puts a lot of stress on your wrist, so a lot of people end up getting hurt from doing it.
And the point he made about why they're stupid is the point that I frequently make about beach body workouts when I criticize so many of them. There's too much going on for you to do a good plank and a good row. You've effectively taken two good exercises and then put them together into one mediocre exercise. And I realized at that moment that he was right. I even posted about it to my Instagram story. But why, as recently as last year, was I still doing Renegade Rows? I really don't know, honestly. I don't have an answer for that. You guys, this is me up here right now declaring that I, Brianna Jewell, for a very long time, was doing an exercise that was in fact stupid. It's so liberating to say it out loud. Anyway, I just want to share that with you guys. So Renegade Rows are weird and stupid, but I feel like this guy has kind of taken it to a next level, and he's made them even more stupid. And he's also made them dangerous as well, because he is balancing his whole body up on one dumbbell. Why are you doing that? Why are you balancing on one dumbbell like that? Stupid. Next one. So what's funny about this guy is that he's actually an Herbalife consultant. In his profile, it says Herbalife Wellness Coach, misleading to those who are looking for help in the space of fitness and nutrition, but I digress. Let's talk about the he's doing. He's doing dips. Fine. Great. Love that for him. And to add resistance to his dips, he has secured what I call a power band, which is like a super strong resistance band, basically, to a kettlebell on the floor. And he has it wrapped around... And he has the other end of the power loop, the band, wrapped around his neck. Whiskey, Tango, Foxtrot, Batman. Doesn't that hurt? I have to imagine that in the facility that he's in right now, and I am calling it a facility because if you look behind him, there's all kinds of gym equipment. So it looks like he's in an actual fitness facility. There's no dip belt anywhere in that entire space. Not only is this version of dip stupid, but it's also dangerous. More dangerous, really. I say more because you have to understand there's always risk with physical activity. Every time you step in the gym, you put your life on the line. Okay, maybe not your life, but definitely your safety. So there's always risk with physical activity, you guys. The best thing you can do is to do what you can to minimize risks. And I feel like his method of doing dips wrapped around his neck, of all things, I feel like that is a good way to increase your risk of hurting yourself. That has to be hurting his neck like crazy. I don't believe it's not hurting his neck. I think if he does have a dip belt, it's got chains on it and then you can add weight plates to it. I think if he wants to add resistance to his dip, there has to be a safer way to do that that doesn't put his neck in jeopardy like this. He's like getting rug burn on his neck. If you've ever had a rubber band around your wrist and then you just like kind of go like that, just friction. That's friction. That can't feel good. If you want to do dips, then just do dips. If you want to add resistance to your dips, you guys do me a favor and don't do it this way. Thank you so much. Next one. Okay, so for this next one, if you do CrossFit, prepare to be triggered. Okay, so this person is doing like a kipping handstand push-up, I think it's called, which is something that apparently exists. So someone sent this to me and was like, WTF. I had a similar reaction. And I figured this was something, I know people are going to get so mad. I'm not trying to talk crap about CrossFit. Train how you want to train, but I also feel like you should take safety into consideration. But I had a feeling this was something CrossFit-y, and I wanted to like show it to another person who I know is a fitness professional. I sent it to them, and that's when they were like, oh yeah, this is a CrossFit thing. It's a handstand push-up, like kipping, handstand push-up, kipping, handstand. Yeah, so it's like a handstand push-up thing, but the element of kipping has been added for some bizarre reason. All right, guys, here it goes. I think kipping anything is stupid. And especially if you're inverted like this, upside down. Take kipping pull-ups, for example. Everyone's probably seen those before. You are using momentum to get your body up. You're taking a great deal of the work off of your lats and other pull muscles where it should be when you're doing a regular pull-up. And you're pretty much allowing momentum to do the work to get you up there. If you tell me you can do 20 pull-ups, but then when it comes time to show me the pull-ups and you do 20 kipping pull-ups, I'm not impressed. That's like saying you can run a 7-minute mile, but downhill. You can't do it on the flat road, only downhill. Now, for those of you who are angrily typing away right now with your little fingers about why kipping is amazing and why everyone needs to do it, I'm not saying that kipping doesn't do anything as far as actually being physically challenging. I'm not saying it doesn't require any strength. It obviously does require some deal of strength, but actual pull-ups require more strength and more core stability. Actual regular handstand push-ups require more strength and more core stability. So if I am somebody who wants to work on developing my pull-up strength, which I'm always looking to do, to be able to really do pull-ups, why would I use momentum when I could actually use strength? And then you have this, the kipping handstand push-up thing. I'm sure this is working the hell out of her shoulders and her upper body. I'm not saying it's not, but it's also astronomically increasing your chances of getting hurt. I'm really concerned about her neck. Why use momentum to jerk your body up when you could use actual upper body strength to push your body up? Are you at a CrossFit competition? You want to play with physics a little bit and use momentum to jerk your body around without really using a whole lot of strength? Kip away. But if you're just a regular old healthy human who's trying to get physically fit and you want to gain strength, build muscle, just get stronger, I personally advise against kipping anything and just lift weights. I know I just struck a nerve with plenty of you. Go ahead and crucify me in the comments if you want to. I'll give you all a minute to finish typing before we move on to the next one. All right, here's the next one. You're not supposed to stand on the flat side of the Bosu Ball. You can totally see up my nose when I do this. Not only that, but this guy is also, he's got a loaded barbell on his back. Those look like at least 25 pounds. Weight plates on each side. Good job, guy. You are increasing your chances for injury and misusing gym equipment, and you're showing yourself doing it on the internet. If you've ever watched this series before, then you've heard me gripe and gripe and gripe about the Bosu Ball thing. You are not supposed to stand on the flat side of the Bosu Ball. It's actually printed right there on the damn ball. And they also have it on their website where they're like, we strongly advise against standing on the platform side, the flat side of the Bosu Ball. And for those of you who just heard me say that and are about to angrily type, well, I stand on the flat side of the Bosu Ball all the time, Brianna, and I'm fine. Well, that's fine. Good for you. I say this all the time. I think putting your own safety at risk is your business. For right here and now, I'm speaking in terms of like being a fitness professional, personal trainer, a strength and conditioning coach, even a gym owner, etc. You should really not have people stand on the flat side of the Bosu Ball. And honestly, for your own safety, you really shouldn't either. But again, if you want to put your safety at risk, that's your business, okay? But in this series, we've actually seen plenty of trainers, personal trainer, or people who say they're personal trainers, having clients standing on the flat side of the Bosu Ball. And that is bad. To do so is misusing exercise equipment. And if you are a fitness professional and you are working with a client and you have them standing on the flat side of the Bosu Ball and they fall and get injured from it, they have a very strong argument against you legally for the fact that they got hurt because you have them misusing gym equipment. If you work in the fitness industry, you always have people generally have people sign like a liability waiver, and that does offer you as a fitness professional some form of legal protection because it's exercise. People are going to get hurt. But if somebody gets hurt doing a barbell back squat, then that's different than if you have them squatting while standing on the flat side of the Bosu Ball. They probably don't have much of a legal grounds to sue you if they just hurt their knee while doing regular squats, because that's a risk you assume when you decide to exercise. But if you have them misusing equipment, i.e. standing on the flat side of the Bosu Ball when it clearly says that they don't recommend standing on it, they have a much stronger argument against you legally because you had them misusing fitness equipment and they got hurt. So let's look at this next one. And since we're on the topic of Bosu Balls, this next one actually seems quite fitting. Can I say something? Are you guys ready? I would try this for fun. So somebody sent me this one, just like all the others. Thank you so much, by the way, to everybody who sends me stuff. But you know what? I don't hate this one. And I know a lot of you are probably thinking, well, Brianna, you just said that standing on the flat side of the Bosu Ball is bad and dangerous. Correct. Standing on it. And that is what's printed on the flat side. They advise against standing on it. This person is not standing on it though. They have their forearms on it. I think one person had their forearms on it and the other person, let me see. Oh yeah, okay. So they have their hands on it. So they're not standing on it. They just have their hands on it. I have done high planks with a Bosu Ball like this before. You guys, obviously there is some risk. You cannot escape that with physical fitness. But this is far, far less risk than standing on it, especially like what that last guy we just saw doing. He was squatting on it. He wasn't just standing on it, he was doing a full squat on it. Do I think everybody should do this for planks all the time? Not necessarily, not unless you want to. Again, I advise against standing on it, yes. I mean, I can't stop you guys from doing any of the crazy things that we see here. Is this the craziest, most dangerous workout I've ever seen on social media? Not by a long shot. And also, this is just my personal opinion. I think that, and I want other people to chime in. I mean, I always invite you guys to chime in, but other trainers, you guys chime in. What do you guys think? I think that this could be like a kind of a fun way to do planks. I would honestly try this for fun because if you've ever looked at the flat side of a Bosu Ball, it is slightly concave. So putting like a little, I don't know what kind of ball that is, a ping pong ball. Putting like a little a small ball in there, it would kind of float in the middle like that. You know, this actually reminds me of those games that you used to get from the dentist where you have to like move the thing around to get the little balls inside the holes. What do you guys think? Chime off. What do other trainers think about this? Would you guys try this personally? Would you have a client do this? Why or why not? Chime off below. Okay, so here's the next one. Trigger warning. This next one will give you anxiety. God, that one made me so anxious. Can you guys figure out why that one made me so anxious to watch? This man is throwing around what looks like a decent sized kettlebell. I don't know. I don't use kettlebells a whole lot. I want to guess that one, it looks like it's at least a 30. And he is completely barefoot. I can't breathe. I mean, listen, I can't stop you from doing this with a kettlebell if you want to, but for the love of God, please wear shoes. That gave me anxiety to watch. Let's watch another one. So this guy is using a bar that is loaded up with allegedly 275 pounds of weight on his back, and he's doing a lower back extension. Do I have to tell you guys that this is an accident waiting to happen? I don't have to tell you guys that, right? You guys already know that. Why are you doing that? Whenever I do low back extensions, I actually normally do body weight, but if I want to add weight, it's not very much. It's at most 25 pounds, and I always prefer to use a weight plate. I get a weight plate and I hold it against my chest with my arms crossed over it like this, so I can hold on to it nice and tight. I thought most people did that. Or maybe I'm just the weird one, and maybe everybody else is using a barbell like this. Maybe it's me. Don't do what this guy is doing, please. Not with this amount of weight. Also, I want to say that this video was found on Gym Fail Nation's Instagram page, which should tell you something. Let's look at the next one. All right, so this next one we're gonna look at got shared so many times. So many of you tagged me in it and shared this with me. What do you guys want me to say? I would say that this is an accident waiting to happen, but the accident already happened. We watched him fall. I think this one is probably one of the worst we're gonna see today. This could have gone wrong in so many different ways. He's honestly lucky he was able to hop off of it when it fell like that. He's on an adjustable like ab bench. He's on it backwards, holding a loaded barbell, and he has one end of the bench propped up on like 3 weight plates. Why? And why? Don't do that. Here's another one. This one actually might be worse than the last one. I don't know. I think they're neck and neck for how stupid and dangerous they are. This is a girl doing a snatch in heels in the rain. For what purpose? The on-screen text, I guess she's quoting somebody. I could never lift in a dress and/or heels, which is okay. What's wrong with that? I can't either, nor do I want to. So not only is she wearing heels doing this, but it's raining. It's wet. If you look at her feet, that's actually probably why she's standing on a towel. So her feet can actually grip the ground and she doesn't slip. Do I have to even explain to you all how dangerous this is? And this is not the first influencer I've ever seen lifting and like doing stunts in high heels like this. I think the last person who I actually featured in this series was iNfLuEnCeR. And she was wearing like her heels, I'm pretty sure they were higher than this. She was doing a pistol squat in heels, but it wasn't like a regular pistol squat. It was like she was slowly lowering like to the beat of some stupid song. I don't understand the point of showing people that you can do certain exercises in high heels. What is that proving? This is honestly clearly for nothing other than shock value. And I honestly truly hope that, I really hope that nobody tried this. I think we can all agree that this is stupid and dangerous, but what I am most triggered at is him getting his dog involved in these shenanigans. That poor dog was probably terrified. Shame on you. You're such a handsome boy. Look at that face. I'm such a sucker for like pit bull type dogs. Obviously, as you can tell by my wolf pack that I have. All right, so let's look at one more. So somebody sent me this one, and I think they sent it to me because like it looks a little bit weird, but the truth is, and this is my opinion, This is all my opinion. I don't think this is that bad, but it depends on what you're doing. As far as his on-screen text, let me read it again. What did it say? It said, attack the love handles. Ladies, it attacks the bra fat. Works the full body. As far as love handles and attacking bra fat, I'm not sure if that's a check he's gonna be able to cash with just this. But just talking in terms of like just the exercise, I actually don't think that this is like bad, honestly. I could see this being part of like a dynamic warm-up. If you do it with a super light dumbbell like he is, that looks like a pretty small dumbbell, or you could even do it with no weight at all. I think this is a decent movement to do for just a regular old dynamic warm-up to get your joints and your body warmed up. I really don't see it doing much or really anything to specifically target like the love handles. This isn't doing anything to like target the back or like the abdominals, or I guess the obliques. I guess that's love handle area, like obliques. I mean, I guess maybe with that turn, I don't know. I don't see just doing this as a way to kind of shape and build muscle in your back. But I also don't think that this is stupid, and I don't think that this is overtly dangerous. And I can see this being incorporated as a warm-up. That's just my opinion, though. I don't think this one is that bad. In conclusion, man, there are some really bad ones today. I think the worst were the girl doing the snatching in heels and the guy doing like whatever the row nonsense was, like backwards on the ab bench. Like, yeah, that was ridiculous. It's pretty obvious that a lot of this stuff is shared just for shock value and just for views and likes, which is honestly really upsetting because like there are a lot of people who are misinformed and are just like looking to get educated and looking for some good solid information about like fitness and like maybe they just want to start exercising. They see shit like this and they're just like, oh man, do I have to do that? And some people are probably thinking, Brianna, no one's gonna do that. No one's gonna copy them. Guess again. It was just a few years ago we were eating Tide Pods. I think now there has to be a warning on detergent pods to tell people not to eat them. Like, why did y'all need a warning? Are you fucking kidding me? So to those of you out there who really don't think that anyone would try any of this stuff, the stupid ones anyway, you have a lot more faith in humanity than I do. That's all I'm gonna say. So yeah, of all the stupid, dangerous ones we've seen here today, please don't do them. If you made it to this point, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, please like it. If you enjoyed me and want to see more of my face, hit the subscribe button for more shenanigans. Follow me on Instagram, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye! Alpha didn't want to come outside. Just the boys outside. Yes, that's the handsome boy. Do any of you have a dog that just loves to come outside in the middle of the day? Specifically only when it's hot outside. He only does this in the summer. And we are in Texas. And it is June. It is hot. He loves to just come outside and just bask in the sun. I think he's a reptile. Aren't you, Zeus? Onyx likes to do it sometimes too.